There was no other option for them. It was either death or accomplish the goal. What's up, everybody? This is Umbeto. Some people call me Billi. This is Royito, where I give you some words of encouragement, some words of inspiration. Hopefully we can shift your mindset. It's how you think about things and then act on them. So for today's Royito, let's talk about how winners don't have plan Bs. I hear people say it all the time, like, and if this doesn't work, and if that doesn't work out the way I wanted to, then I have this, then I have that. That's a way to basically prepare yourself for the loss. Now, I understand being flexible. I understand having more than one approach to something, but the overall goal, the mission, it should be one thing, and it should be one thing only. You can have multiple plans to accomplish your mission, to accomplish your goal, to make your dreams real, but you shouldn't have a fallback dream. If you have a fallback dream, that means you truly don't believe your first dream is gonna work. Your main dream, your real dream. Of course, you can have other dreams that maybe you accomplish or you go after that first one works out for you, like Will Smith. I know acting wasn't his first thought. It wasn't something that he had the plan of doing, but after he did find success in his music career, he then transitioned over to acting. Now, you shouldn't be going about your music thinking, well, if my music doesn't work, then I'll try acting. Now, I understand being flexible. I understand trying to go with the flow. If an opportunity presents itself, fine, but you shouldn't retreat from your whole mission when your first one doesn't work. That's actually a way that you're going to make yourself fail before you even get started, because you're thinking about all the other possibilities, all the other things you can do if this stuff doesn't work out for you. And that's not the way to go. Maybe you've heard the phrase burn the ships. That comes from a Spanish conquistador, Hernando Cortez. When he landed in Mexico, he told his men to burn the ships. You could only imagine what they were thinking when he said something like that. Like, they thought he was probably joking, but he was not joking at all. The reason he did that was because he knew if his men had it in their head that they could leave, that they wouldn't give it their all. They wouldn't fight. That plan B. If they thought they could have a plan B, we came here to get all the treasures of Mexico. And if we can't get these treasures, we got those boats over there and we're gonna go back. But he took that away from them. There was no other option for them. It was either death or accomplish the goal. And when you go into something with that type of fire under you, knowing that there is no other option, you're gonna make things happen. You're gonna give it all that you have. And that's the point of not having a plan B. You can have other plans for afterwards. Not if you fail, when you accomplish your first goal. When you go after your first goal, your first dream, you shouldn't have the number 2 dream in your head as a fallback. It should be something that you do also. It should be something that you do after. It should do something that you do once I do accomplish this first one. So I just want you to think about that. Don't go into your first goal thinking about your fallback. You may have heard this from someone older, a family member, a loved one. They want you to have a fallback plan. Now, you can have a way to make money, to stay alive. We all have our necessities, but it shouldn't be a way to keep you from your first goal. It should be something to help you as you're still charging forward towards the dream. It should be something that can help you financially, like maybe just working a job, whatever it is, just so that you can keep pushing forward with your real goal. It shouldn't be, oh, now I'm going to transition and I'm going to be a manager of McDonald's. Whatever it is for you, my point is, our older people in our lives, you know, they've seen the world, they've seen a lot of things go wrong for other people. So they want you to be protected. They want you to be safe. But when you truly want something, you can make it happen. Don't have the fallback plan as a way out. You can have another plan as something you can do after. Not after you fail, after you succeed at your first plan. So I want you to think about it like that. And I don't want to say don't go with the flow. You should go with the flow because things happen. Sometimes you find another way to succeed in life that makes more sense than the original plan. But not because it's a way out, because you feel more interested in that other plan. Now, I understand you have to be flexible. You have to be able to go with the punches. You have to be able to adapt to what's going on around you. Just remember, don't have your other plan as a way out. You can pursue that next plan if you realize your original dream, your original goal wasn't all that you thought it would be for you. Now, don't quit just because it's hard, but maybe you realize there was more to that than you wanted. You realize maybe now that you've had a real look at it, that goal, you went after it, you interned somewhere, you tried it out. And not that you're gonna leave it because you failed, Maybe you're gonna leave it behind because you realize you don't really love it the way you thought you did. And you found something else in the process that you realize you can do all day. You realize it's a passion. That's when you can have another plan. That's when you can change your course and take that detour if it's gonna lead you to your true passion. Never take it as an exit out of the plan because you're failing at something. There are great stories of people realizing that they needed to adapt, like the pita chip company. There's a pita chip company that they just realized they were making the pita chips as a way so you could eat their first product, which I don't even remember what it was, but that was their main goal. They had like a cart, like a food stand, and they made the pita chips to accompany the food. But what they realized is everybody loved the pita chips, and they realized they had something then. That's the way you can pursue another dream, another passion, when you realize like, oh, I got something else over here going. Don't take it as a way out. Only take it if you realize there's more riches, there's more treasures in that alternate path, in that detour that you weren't planning on. That's when you go after the different option. Don't have an option as an exit when your plan is failing. Have another option when you realize it's the better option. So I hope this can help you. I hope you realize, don't give yourself an exit. It'll make you fail. You don't want to put yourself in a position where you're causing yourself to fail because you realize you have a fallback. You realize you have a plan B. When someone's telling you that you should have a fallback, a plan B, they love you. They want you to be protected. But you don't need to protect yourself from your dreams. You need to protect yourselves from the failure. You need to protect yourself from the regret of never having what you truly want in your life. You don't want to end up older, 70, 80 years old, and realize I didn't really give it a good shot. I didn't go after it the way I could have. So just remember that. Don't have that exit plan. Have another plan. Perfectly fine. Only if it's better than your first plan. So I hope this helps. Remember, we do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Share this with somebody who may need this. Comment below if this is something you've dealt with. Have you had to realize that your plan B was stopping you from accomplishing your plan A? Leave it in the comments. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Umberto. Yeah.